Good morning! And it is a good morning. I've spent the last 3 days in Kansas where it was about 95 degrees with 100% humidity, and it was pretty atrocious. I've never been so happy to be back in beautiful Colorado. And I'm back at the Long Lake trailhead in the Brainerd Lake area, just outside the Indian Peaks Wilderness. And today, I'm going to be going for Mount Toll. And like I said, I'm going to be going for Mount Toll today. I'm thinking it's a little over 4 miles out. It's got a pretty good elevation gain. We're starting here at about 10,400 and we're going up to 12,979. So it's really close to being a 13er. It's just before 5:40 in the morning. Starting here once again on the Pawnee Pass Trail, number 907. The animals are watching me. About a mile or so into the hike, you approach this trail split, and we're going to stay to the right and head on up to the Pawnee Pass. Can you guys see why this is one of my favorite trails? Well, we're up here to the next trail split. This is roughly 2 miles into the hike, and we're going to stay to the right on the Pawnee Pass Trail. I'm getting pretty close to being up on the pass. It's just right over here. Just got to go up and over right there. Then it kind of flattens out, and that's where the pass is. That's looking out onto Shoshone. Awesome summit. And the reason why I like this trail so much is because the scenery changes so much. And all of it is beautiful. And then going up this part looks worse than it is. The trail zigzags up. We're going to cut it just below that snow. I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about that at all. And in just over 2 hours, I'm up here pretty much on the pass. It's just down the trail, but there's a few people at it, so I'm gonna let them clear out and then I'll head over. You can see back on the Niwot Ridge, a little weather building. That's where we were the other day. That's point 12,284. And now we're on the other side. Kind of hard to read that sign because I got the sun right in my face. But this is the Pawnee Pass and also the Continental Divide. We're at an elevation of 12,550. And from here, I'm going to head it partway up Pawnee Peak and then cut off to the north and scramble my way up to the top of Mount Toll. You have to pretty much hike Pawnee Peak to get up here to where you split off and head on over to Toll. So I'll probably get this on the way back. It's like right there. I'm almost on the summit of Pawnee Peak. I'm at just over 12,900 right now, according to the GPS. And I'm just now getting my first look at Mount Toll. Alright guys, this hike's about ready to get super rad. Hiking poles are going to go in the backpack. And I'm going to bust out the climbing gloves. Looks like I've got to drop down to roughly 12,600 and then go back up to 12,979. So I'm going to keep working my way along the ridge to the left of the snow, and then that should be easy. Wow, this is pretty awesome up here. Look at that thing. Just got to go real careful through here. Real slow. This is where you don't want to fall. Sitting here looking at the pile of rocks I've got to hike down. And this is pretty typical of these 12,000, 13,000 foot peaks. You always get these rocks at the top, it seems like. But I'm almost down to the grass. That's going to be a cakewalk. And then halfway up Toll is grass too, so yeah, I think I'm going to get that no problem. Alright, I made it down that kind of sketchy part right there. And those big rocks were pretty loose. It was surprising. And I've got some easy hiking for a few minutes. I'm going to head it straight on up the grass to the left of that snow. I've bottomed out. I'm at the lowest point between Pawnee Peak and Mount Toll. And this is about 12,580. So that means I have almost exactly 400 more feet up to the summit. From this point on, looking at about 400 feet of elevation gain and probably just under a quarter mile. This last couple hundred feet goes straight up. We're up here, folks. Summit, Mount Toll. Yes! That's looking over at Paiute. And then on up to Audubon. That's looking over all the lakes. We're gonna have Blue Lake. Now I think that's Mitchell Lake. Over there to the right, kind of hidden, I think that's Brainerd. And then up high, I think that's called Red Rock. No, it's called Left Hand Park Reservoir. That's right. This is a pretty cool fort up here. I'm gonna have to see if I can find a register so I can drop off one of my cards. And I'm not seeing it. Oh, come on, there's no register up here? Eh. Looking back at Pawnee Peak, and honestly, this is the difficult part right there. I think that was a lot more tricky than coming up Toll. This was just kind of steep, but it was really easy, and there's actually kind of a path cleared out. This is spectacular. I mean, and behind these mountains in the foreground, look at all those big ones. I think those are a bunch of 14ers out there. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. All right, it's about 10 o'clock. I've been sitting up on the summit for about 45 minutes or so, but it's time to go. It's time to head on back. I'm almost back down to the saddle, and coming down Toll was really pretty easy. That scramble was pretty solid. I thought this was much worse. In my opinion, this is the crux of the hike. This little 300-foot section right there. And somewhere along here I dropped my gloves. So I am referencing the GPS. I'm trying to walk my steps back exactly the way I came up, and hopefully I can find them. Seems like every time I come out to the Brainerd Lake area recently, I either lose or damage gear. Last year I dropped my camera into Blue Lake, and just for those of you that are wondering, that camera has been officially toasted. They said they could not fix it, so it's out of there. Last week I lost a little rubber part on my camera. It fell off, can't find it. And now today I lost my gloves. They're on this saddle somewhere. Alright, I just need to navigate my way above that snow. That doesn't look too hard, but it looks hard enough right now. And I lost my gloves. I zigzagged back and forth through the saddle, but it's just too rocky through there. It just would have been impossible to find them. I wonder how many people have tried to climb that little thing. Wow, that looks sketchy. I'm almost up above the snow. Yeah, I spent a few minutes up on the summit of Pawnee Peak. I mean, it's so close. You can't not go up there. It's literally like 20-30 yards from where I split off to go over to Toll. So yeah, but I've already done a video on it, so if you want to see what that's like, you can watch that full-length video. But the clouds have shown up, so I'm starting to head on back. I've made my way back down to about 11 1,600 plus feet or so. And it's getting pretty dark out here. Hopefully I can beat the rain, but I don't know. I'll definitely be back down in the trees though, so not too worried about it. That's going to be Long Lake out there in front of me down low. Basically going to have to hike alongside that to the far end. And that's about where the trailhead is. And I'm back! Brainerd Lake area, Long Lake trailhead. And that took just about as long to get down as it did to get up. About 3.5 up, 3.5 down. And I probably sat around for at least an hour total. Well, I hope you enjoyed that one. And until the next hike, y'all, peace.